What's your first reaction to the team signing Joe Flacco to be your starting quarterback this week?
Yeah, I was taking a nap yesterday and had about 15 missed calls, but really excited. I've been very blessed with the QB play in my career, and this is another guy that I can learn from, and really he's done a lot of good throughout his career. Year 18, I'm not the oldest guy on the team anymore.
With the new quarterback, what are these next 3 days like for you specifically to make sure that you get that exchange the way you want it to be?
We went over silent cadence today, just hit him with our base rules, and went out to practice, had a walkthrough in practice. Very smooth. He's a vet, obviously a true professional, and has done this a few times, so went really smooth today. Thought we had a good practice.
Does this energize you guys a bit? Not that you needed more energy, but bringing in a guy like Joe Flacco?
I think it was an aggressive move, and something hopefully it pays dividends. But I think a lot of guys, have already really learned stuff from him. He came in, was ready to go today, and really a pleasure to snap to Joe Flacco.
What did you say? I saw you shake his hand early on before stretch. Is that your first time seeing him? Did you see him in here? Or?
No, we've been here all day. So, but just getting ready to go. That's what I do with every QB before every practice. So.
Did anything stand out to you about the way he approached, entering this building and going into his first practice?
He's pretty big. The big man. So, excited to have him on our team. Been against him a lot in my career, so it's really nice to be here. But approach it like a true professional. And I think we're going to go up to Lambeau and going to get a win. I think that it's part of the business. I think this is an aggressive move, and kind of rare in the fact that it's an interdivision trade. So. No, can't speak too much about it. Really excited to get to work with Joe Flacco, who's been a legend for a long time, and start putting some notches in the left-hand column.
Not a lot of quarterbacks tend to come in on a Tuesday, be acquired for the trade, and then be expected to start that following Sunday. What does it speak to in terms of his knowledge, his veteran experience, like you mentioned? What does it speak to?
Well, I think guys like that of that generation in the NFL were true professional football players. It's year 18 for him, so he has a lot of experience, and I'm excited to learn from him. I will say, Jake Browning's one of my best friends, and that this is kind of, it's a little bit weird for everyone, but I think we have the guys, the right makeup. I think everyone in this organization is made of the right stuff, and is moving in the right direction to go get wins in football games. So. Just wanted to say that we love Jake Browning, and we're excited to work with Joe Flacco as well.
You're right. What do you say to Jake in this situation? It's not easy.
There's nothing to say. It's part of the business of football. It's happened to mostly everyone. It's happened to me before in my career. So there's not much to say. We just got to keep rolling, keep getting better, and hopefully, like I said, throw some notches in the left-hand column.
What's the best defensive line have to do to pick up its play to help a guy like Flacco in this situation?
Yeah, I think we've been trending in the right direction, but obviously not doing enough to win football games. So we got to be at our best. We have a really good group up in Green Bay at their place. So, we got to win our one-on-one matchups, execute double teams when we get them, and sustain blocks, and ultimately we got to score more touchdowns. So whatever that means from an O-line perspective, we got to do it.
How can Jake go about handling this in the right way?
I think Jake is, again, another ultimate professional. So there's not going to be – he's been helpful all day, onboarding Flack into the program. So, obviously, it was a raw day for everyone for a moment these last 2 days. Got our practice out of the way. We're going to have another two practices, then we're going up to Lambeau and, treating it like a season as usual.
How can you and other guys